What if everything you know today started with a single question? From the moment early humans looked at the stars and wondered what they were seeing, the journey of knowledge began. And that journey has shaped every part of our modern world. The history of knowledge begins long before books, schools, or even language as we know it. Early humans survived by observing nature. They learned which plants were safe to eat, how to hunt animals, and how to create tools from stone and wood. This was the first form of knowledge, practical knowledge, passed from one generation to another through demonstration and imitation. Cave paintings, found in different parts of the world, show us that humans were not only surviving, but also thinking, recording, and expressing ideas. These drawings were more than art, they were early forms of communication and memory. As human societies grew into civilizations, knowledge became more organized. The invention of writing systems changed everything. For the first time, knowledge could be recorded permanently and shared across generations without being forgotten or changed. Ancient civilizations began documenting laws, mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. People studied the stars, developed calendars, and built structures that still amaze us today. Knowledge was no longer limited to survival. It became a tool for understanding the universe. Libraries were created to store this growing knowledge. Scholars dedicated their lives to learning, teaching, and preserving information. As knowledge expanded, humans began asking deeper questions. What is truth? What is the meaning of life? How should society be organized? This led to the rise of philosophy, the love of wisdom. Philosophers used logic and reasoning to explore ethics, politics, and the nature of reality. This shift marked the beginning of intellectual knowledge, where thinking became as important as observing. These ideas laid the foundation for modern education, science, and democratic systems. One of the biggest turning points in the history of knowledge came during the scientific revolution. People began to question old beliefs and test ideas through experiments and evidence. Instead of accepting things because tradition said so, scientists asked for proof. They observed, tested, and measured the world around them. This new method of thinking, known as the scientific method, transformed knowledge into a system based on evidence and logic. This era gave us breakthroughs in physics, biology, chemistry, and astronomy, changing the way humans saw themselves and their place in the universe. Before the printing press, books were rare and expensive. Only a small number of people had access to knowledge. But once printing technology was invented, information spread rapidly. Books, newspapers, and educational materials became available to the general public. Literacy rates increased, and knowledge was no longer limited to the elite. This was the beginning of mass education. People could now learn, question, and share ideas more easily than ever before. As societies industrialized, knowledge became essential for progress. Schools and universities expanded, teaching science, engineering, medicine, and the humanities. Knowledge was no longer just about survival or philosophy. It became the driving force behind economic growth, innovation, and national development. Public education systems were established, making learning a basic right for many people. Today, we live in the information age, where knowledge is more accessible than ever. The internet has connected the world, allowing people to share ideas instantly across continents. With smartphones, online courses, and digital libraries, anyone can learn almost anything at any time. Artificial intelligence, data science, and advanced technology are now shaping the future of knowledge itself. However, with so much information available, the challenge is no longer finding knowledge, it is understanding what is true and reliable. As we look ahead, knowledge will continue to evolve. Technology will change how we learn, how we communicate, and even how we think. Artificial intelligence may assist humans in solving complex problems, from climate change to medical breakthroughs. Virtual and augmented reality may transform education into fully immersive experiences. But one thing will remain the same. Knowledge will always begin with curiosity. From cave paintings to computers, from survival skills to space exploration, the history of knowledge is the story of humanity itself. Every discovery, every idea, and every lesson learned has brought us closer to understanding the world and ourselves. And now, the next chapter of knowledge is in our hands. So keep asking questions, keep learning, because the future belongs to those who seek knowledge.